Well, hello everybody, and this is Auntie. And honey, we're about to talk about 90 Day Fiancé before the 90 days. I believe y'all this is season 6, episode 8. I ain't even sure. I just know we out here to talk about it because this stuff is absolutely getting out of hand. Let's talk about it, shall we? Oh, yes, we shall.
A sweet old auntie. Thank you, subscribers, to my nieces and nephews, and all of y'all who have been here through the long haul. Shall we get into it? Oh, yes, we shall. It's time for auntie advice. Sweet old. It's time for auntie advice. Oh, yeah. It's time for auntie advice.
So, welcome back, everybody. I hope that you all are staying warm. It is cold as the dickens outside. My front yard, backyard, side yard, everything looks like a complete ice skating rink. And I have no intention of leaving this house, okay, for at least the next 5 days. I hope y'all are stocked up with everything that y'all need, honey, and want. Because ain't nobody going nowhere no time soon or anytime soon. Hey, y'all. I am Auntie of Auntie's Advice. Welcome to all of the new subscribers to Auntie's Advice. Thank y'all so much for being here. I appreciate y'all. Oh, wait a minute. Did I put up Ray Della's thing? Hold on. Because Ray Della always got something she need to say to y'all. Let me see where oh, there she go. Okay, welcome, cousins. Ring that doorbell. Hit that thumbs up on your way into Auntie's house. Oh my goodness. Like I said, okay, what you say? I'm here for read. This show is getting ridiculous. Hold on. And the fake storylines are so obvious. Absolutely they are. They are, they are, they are, they are. Oh my God. What you saying, boo? Haven't left my house since Friday and more snow is coming. Is it? Where you live? Is it? Is it in this area? Please tell me it is not. Oh my God. I sure hope not. Hey, boo. Okay. I have no intention of touching any of my cars. And I mean, I'm talking about none of them. Okay. Like it is what it is. I have no idea. Like I said, the next time that I'm going to be out of this house, but y'all stay safe, right? If you don't need it, if it's not an emergency, stay in the house because the slipping and the sliding, all that stuff, it is not worth it. I had someone who had mentioned that they were going to be going out of the house. And I was like, okay, so, is it going to be worth it to have your car torn? Possibly, right? Possibly. Have your car torn up, sitting on the side of a road, waiting for somebody to come and get you for hours, right? Because AAA is not going to save you, okay? Like, seriously, if you can walk, if you're in a vicinity where you can walk to go and get you something new to eat or whatever, if the DoorDash is working in your neighborhood, Uber Eats, whatever, do that. But I'm gonna tell you, at this point, it is just it's useless. It's completely useless. Most of the ice that we all have, at least on the East Coast, for me, okay, I'm just gonna talk for myself. It doesn't even function or work in these low temperatures. So if you're gonna go out and do something, do a midday, like if you're gonna go through and chop through the ice age, do that while the sun is up and you see like a little bit of melting. But like I said, even when we, let the dogs out, they are slipping and sliding and everything, and they just can't grip, get their little paws to grip, even when we put the shoes and stuff on them. So, just word to the wise, stay in. If you don't have to go out, don't take your ass out there and then be coming back in the comments talking about some auntie, I had an accident. Okay, I love you too, boo. Okay, love you too. So anyway, y'all, let's get into this, shall we? Oh yes, we shall. This cast of 90 Day Fiance before the 90 days is off the chain. Some of them I'm interested in their storylines, and some of them I'm not. As you all know, I took a sabbatical from even covering this show, right? But we're back. Okay, we are back. So the first couple I want to talk about is Jovon and Analin. I don't like them like at all. I think their storyline is blah. I mean, there's nothing really going on with the two of them other than the fact that, she does not feel like he is feeling her love language, right? She wants affirmation, touch. She wants all of that, all of that, and to be confirmed by him and affirmed by him and loved by him the way that she wants to be loved, and he's just not giving it to her, right? He's just like, I ain't got it to do. And it really is sad because he seems like, he was excited about being there. Right now they're on their honeymoon. And every time they do something, right, they go backwards. And, even when they, sat down and had the little look like jello, and I think she said it was corn and some other things in it. It just, they couldn't get past anything. She's been feeling really insecure about him. He had made her a promise that he would not be, talking or seeing anyone else or anything like that. And she asked him for his cell phone. He gladly gave it up, showed it to her, and it won't nothing going on. Absolutely, Sugar 48. She absolutely. Nathan in here. I ain't seen Nathan come in. There you go. Hey, Nathan. Hey. It's a waste of our time, my time, your time. Okay. They're just a complete and total waste of our time. The next couple that is a waste of my time, I believe, is Rick and Trisha. Of course, we all know that Rick appears to be a serial cheater. Um, because he did not hear from her for 5 days, he decided that he would go to Colombia and be with his old girlfriend, but yet he's very insecure about the relationship that she has with her ex-boyfriend. And so the two of them are, every time we turn around, they're trying to, vacation and relax and all of that kind of stuff. And she brought up um, the fact that she wants to have a baby with him. And he's saying, being over 50, he does not see himself having any more children. And this is an issue for her. This is something she wants. One of the things that I think people need to realize is when you are in a relationship with a guy who's older, that should be the first thing that you talk about, and you should get that locked down. It should not be, I need to think about it. I need to talk about it with myself. I need to go to therapy. I need a counselor. I need that, this, that, and the other. No, it should just be either this is something you're going to do, or it's something you're not going to do. I think that she's pretty sure that he is not going to have a child with her. He is supposed to be, meeting her family and stuff like that. And basically, she said, this is important to me and to my family. As we all know, she is a midwife, and most midwives love children. And so it's just really sad to see, her wasting her life with this guy. I do absolutely believe with Gamma, is it Gamma Marie Marty 03. He is very nasty. The way he talks to her is as if he's a sergeant or a daddy. and a disgruntled daddy at that. And it's just really sad to see her being so young and beautiful and vibrant and intelligent be in a relationship with a guy like this. Like, it's just not even worth it. And he is judging her and making her feel judged. And he got secrets his damn self. Like, get them off my screen. They're a complete and total waste of time, in my opinion. The next couple that I want to talk about is Berkan. Is it Berkan and Laura? This guy seems like he has connections to the underworld. Laura is still sticking around. I guess still trying to find out how red the red flags are. At this point, the red flags are burgundy. It's the deepest. Big can. Thank you, boo. Let me tell y'all something about beer can. I was sitting there watching him, watching how he moves. He had already told her, the two of them, went out there to go and, get do these little evil eye things or whatever. And he brings up the fact that he doesn't want her to have anything to do with Michael. While she's in the United States, he's not going to be able to control that. Like point blank into the period, right? It's the way he looks at her. It's the way his friends handle him. I'm like, is he part of the underworld? Is he like in a mafia or something? I'm going to tell y'all why I said that and why I think that. People who know him seem to be afraid of him. Laura is walking around in La La Land. This guy seems dangerous to me. And I mean in the worst kind of way. So she's with him. She's calling herself enjoying herself. She's really not. She's on a hunt. She knows deep down inside, right, that there is something seriously wrong with this guy. Now he decides that the two of them are going to go meet his friends. She thinks it's too soon for them to do that. But she goes along with it because she thinks that she's going to find something out. So she gets there, they're all happy and everything. And we find out that Big Can gambles. That the reason why he doesn't have a relationship with his family, why he is living from post to post, is because he has a gambling problem and a smoking problem. So she goes into this place. She's with the friends. One of the friends says he's going to be doing the interpreting. When he walks in the door, he has an assigned table. Who is he? Who is the real Berkan? What restaurant do you go into? You broke. You have nothing. But you have a special table that they sit you at? What does he really do? I'm just asking. This is sus. This man is not wealthy. He's not wise. But they roll out the red carpet for him. He comes in there. He's smoking his little hookah. He doing what he do with the woo whoop and the boo boo boo. And the people that were across the table from him looked like they were in fear. of saying or not saying the right thing. She asked them simple questions. What is it about, tell me something different about him. Tell me this. When a dude said you never know who he is, you don't know who this mofo is. He got secrets and he was sitting there with the little thing in his mouth looking at his friend like I dare you to say the wrong thing. I dare you to give it up. I dare you. You know who you fucking with? I was afraid for her. And she's sitting there going back and forth. What did he say? What did he say? And they're too scared to say what it is. The friend started because he was looking at him like, there was a dude in the back that had on like a lime green shirt that was watching everything. I said, who is this guy? And she is from America. She doesn't know the language. She doesn't know the land. She don't know the ins and outs. She doesn't have an interpreter. She's sitting up there with this dumb smile on her face. She should have someone who is in there interpreting for her. There is something more to this man because when he talks to her in a very disrespectful and authoritative way. Like, whatever I say, that's what goes. I don't have no money. I'm coming to America. You cutting off Mike because you can't have a relationship with a man unless he wants to sleep with you. It's a no. And here it is. She's been with this guy for years, playing with him, of course. Because sometimes that's, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes when you play with people's emotions, the way I believe that she is playing with Mike's, you get what you get. You get what you get. There is something more to this guy. He said every time he goes into the casino, he's getting ready, he's going to lose money and he doesn't even care. So whose money he's spending? He doesn't have a job. What's going on with Berkan, y'all? Something is going on. And I am afraid for her. Even if she isn't for herself. Now, this was sad. Now, this is the first time I felt sorry for Lisa. Y'all, straight up, no chaser. I don't understand why these African guys go. Well, I do and I don't, right? And I'm not saying all African guys. I'm talking about the ones that appear on TLC 90 days before 90 Day Fiancé. They all have a scheme, a rhyme, and a reason for what they do. They, in my opinion, they prey on white women and they prey on middle-aged white women. Lisa, Kimberly, Lisa, y'all probably can add some more down in the comment section. They prey on middle-aged white women to get their money. They believe that these women are lonely, haven't had anybody, not very attractive, and they prey on them to use them to get a visa. Angela, okay, any more, y'all? Any more? They prey on these women. He has no love for Lisa. You can tell the way he interacts with her and everything. I have looked at some video footage and stuff like that on Downtown to the Reddit and on other channels. And this woman has been in the dumps. I really believe that she has some type of mental illness. Y'all, for real. And he's playing on that. But then she's lying. She has this fictitious life that she lives. And it's so sad. What you got? Okay, Miss Debbie. Yeah. They just, she don't have anything. From my understanding, she's living with her daughter. She has been in lesbian relationships for 21 years. They're at the hotel. He hasn't even, all this time that the two of them been talking and he been collecting her money every month. He didn't tell her what the requirements were for her to get approval. And where the f is his father? I'm not talking to the uncle to get the blessing. I want to talk to your father. But she doesn't even make those demands. She walking around there with that hot wig on. Now, here it is. He done took her down to the farmer's market, hooked her up to buy this kente cloth and all of this stuff. She don't know how to put any of the stuff on. But mind you, she's lying. He puts the wrap on her head. He doesn't prepare. He done lied to his uncle. I think him and his uncle in cahoots. The uncle know that this woman smoke. The uncle know that this woman drink, because why would he ask her? Matter of fact, he drinks because he is the one that went to and took her to the restaurant last episode, right? He took her to the restaurant and gave her a drink. He was sitting up in there drinking it himself. But now he wants to pretend, right, as if he's this righteous person and make her feel like she is unrighteous and she's got to be right. She's got to change everything about her. She's got to sit in front of this uncle and lie. And everything that the uncle asked was already premeditated. They already knew what they were going to ask her. He asked her, was she a liar? She said, well, I guess everybody tell her like a little lie. Not the big one you telling. Do you smoke? I used to. I don't anymore. But the way that the thing about it was Daniel's body language and his face and his reaction to her answers was giving her away to the uncle, which is why I believe, why am I screaming? That's why I believe that the uncle is in cahoots. He didn't ask this girl nothing about her family background. He didn't ask her any of that. I'm talking about none of that. Because he doesn't care about that. He's been feeding the village. I believe, and y'all let me know downtown in the comment section, I know y'all will. Hasn't she been sending him like $400 a month? She's feeding the village. He brought all of his cousins to the airport to dance. They had a semi-parade out that month. Everybody's in on this. Like I said last episode, when he sat there and took her to the market, why didn't he go around to various vendors to see who had the best kente cloth for the cheapest price? This girl goes and has a sewing machine and she's sewing on the street at the market. Come on, stop playing. They got a tailor. Oh, wait a minute. Let me go and get the tailor. They're gagging her and they don't even realize that this girl was living in a tent. He asked her, do she drink? No. Have you been are you a lesbian? Have you been in a lesbian affair? The girl is married to, she is married to a woman and she sits there and lies and says that she isn't. She was before, but she isn't. And I'm thinking to myself, she lying to Daniel, but what is Daniel lying about? Right now, of course, the storyline is her, right? She's in the storyline. But what is Daniel lying about? She has it because she's got so many secrets and so many lies, right? That's going on right now in her life. She's not challenging anything about Daniel. I will be challenging any and everything about him. There will be no stone unturned. First of all, I'm not going to send you my money every month. That's what we're not going to do. I'm not taking care of you. She is not going to be able to work or to do any of the things that she's doing in the United States. So why would she even think about being with this guy? Now she's going to be back outside in a tent. And y'all, when I say in a tent, I mean she's been living in a tent. There are so many things about her on Reddit. I guess I should just do a video about all of the things. This woman was not only in a relationship with a woman, she's been in relationships with several women. She's been doing this for 21 years of her life. No, she's not glam. She's not glamping. She lived in it. She was homeless. No, for real. Seriously, on a for real. Seriously, homeless and living in a tent with all her worldly possessions. I'm gonna have to get the video so y'all can see it. It's the saddest thing. There is a part of me that really feels sorry for her because I really believe that I really believe she has mental illness. I believe something is wrong. And I hate when people play on people like that and they take advantage of them. Daniel knows that, in my opinion, that he doesn't love her. He has no intention on being with her. He can't even accept her for who she is outside of that wig. He wants her to continue to keep the wig on her head. He's playing games. You should be, if you're in a relationship with the man, you should be able to let everything down. Everything. Everything. And she can't even wear her real hair. And she going around this hot village from pillar to post. So, when the uncle asked her, the questions, he knew she was lying. I think that he was challenging her integrity. But what Daniel doesn't know is that she's married to a woman. He says that he does not, that lesbianism or, it is not um, something that they like in their community, is unacceptable. But yet and still, he's with a woman who has told him that. So, of course, when they leave, she gets the blessing. We all knew that he was going to give her the blessing because she's taking care of the village. Why wouldn't he give her the blessing? And so now he is saying, basically, I give y'all my blessing to get married. And then is she going to have to pay the dowry? How much money, much more money is coming out of this woman's pocket? Y'all let me know. How much money? She's mad at him because he told the uncle that she was a lesbian. He said, I had to tell him. Well, tell him the whole truth. Tell him the whole truth. This couple right here is out of hand. This this show is out of hand. And talking about out of hand. His mother need to come to the front. Knowing now what I know, that this man has been to see her has been around her family, her friends, and has lived at the compound. I can't stand to even hear Forrest say anything anymore, y'all. I don't want to hear thing he has to say. I question everything about him, his mama, his daddy, and the horse he came in on. I don't like Forrest for anything. And I don't know why TLC does not know that the fans of TLC are going to go back to people's Instagrams and find out information on them. He is sitting there still playing this story, playing this game, this lie with us. That he has not been with her, that they're shocked about the home, and even the mother knows. So the mother and her husband comes in. Does he talk? And they're acting like they've never seen this place before. And they're judging her because they happen to have a little bit. Even the story that Sheena told her family and told Forrest and them is a whole lie. Sheena's crying and stuff was so fake. Now, did she embellish the story and embarrass her father and her sister? Absolutely, she did. But when I listened to all of this that was said, Sheena didn't tell no lie. Sheena did not tell a lie. Let me break down why Sheena didn't tell a lie. The father was talking about they were talking about the fact that Sheena wants to move to the United States. The father wants to find out whether or not he's going to be able to take care of her because a man should be able to take care of a woman. That's just a typical way that it used to be, right? Things have changed now. Some women are making more than a man, and they, don't have a mind. I mean, a problem with it. Let's look at Tabitha. I can't think of what her name is, but Tabitha brought her husband home and everything off of the growth of her YouTube channel and selling products in Target and everywhere else. Some people don't mind doing it. And the mother says, let's not talk about Forrest. We here to talk about Sheena. Sheena told us that you all demean her and treat her like she's nothing if she doesn't give any money to y'all. The father said, did you say that, Sheena? She did. I was like, if she don't make a tear cry, I'm going. The crying is so fake. She speaks better English probably than I do, probably than you do, probably than all of us do. But we're supposed to believe this storyline, hook, line, and sinker. That Sheena is crying and the parent and the sister don't know. The daddy and the sister don't know. I'm sorry for lying. I had a spending problem. A whoop de whoop de whoop and yiggy yiggy yiggy. So I'm sitting here. As the mother continues to cry, the truth comes out. They did take Sheena money. They took it under the premise that it was a loan. And if she needs it back, they'll reconcile the books. Okay? They'll reconcile the books, but they got to see if they got it. What you saying, boo? Okay? Yeah, because where did he get to change of clothes from? Okay? You right. Not a drop. Not a drop. Her parents, her father, and her sister admitted that when they found out that Sheena had money, they took a loan out. Where's the lie that Sheena told? I'm away. Sheena should have got some iron and some steel on her back and said, when I wanted to spend my money, y'all asked me for a loan. I wanted to spend it on all the things I wanted to spend it on. You all have told me and convinced me that I have a spending problem. And so you took my money, and now you're saying if you want it back, we'll talk about it. We need to go look at the books. Where did Sheena lie? They said, okay, so if you need the money back, we'll know if we got it or nothing. We're going to have to talk to the accountant. But if you need it back, like how much you need back? Forrest said 4,000. $4,000. Sheena's sitting up here apologizing, fake crying, which she didn't tell a lie. I'm sure that Sheena, money that she put up for her Timu stuff and all of that, they knew she had it and asked for it and probably made her feel obligated to give it up because she dwells there. She was saying that she wanted to help the family, and the parents really didn't have any money. And Sheena didn't lie. In my opinion, Sheena ain't told no lie. She may have exaggerated it. She may have spoken a little bit out of turn, but she didn't lie. They did take her money. And they probably did make her feel obligated to give it to them. But here's the thing, if Forrest had a job, he would have the ability to take her out the Philippines. But I got a feeling Forrest want to live there his damn self. This man told us last episode, if I'm not mistaken, he told us during the last episode that he gets a disability check. He ain't working himself. And instead of him going for the gusto, he says we just need $4,000 back because that's all he knows that Sheena gave to him. But I'm sure Sheena is giving more money to them. And if she wanted to do that to bless her family, if Forrest and his mother had a pot to piss in and a window to throw it out of, excuse my verbiage, they could have been had the girl over there. She said she needed the money for the visa. Forrest and them story was that that it took them 7 years. Now, y'all correct me if I'm wrong. Forrest and his mother's story was it took them 7 years to afford those plane tickets. Was that the story? Or am I mistaken and using another couple? $7 years to get an airline ticket? Thank you, Miss Change. Miss Change said his mother said that. I was just trying to figure out whether or not I had the wrong couple. So they don't have nothing. How much is a plane ticket to the Philippines? 7 years ago. Let me ask ChatGPT. Hold on. How, wait a minute, how much was a plane ticket to the Philippines 7 years ago? What was the average cost then for a round trip ticket? Let's see what Bestie say. I know you lying. I know that you telling a lie. I know my bestie is telling me a lie. My bestie said typical airfare to the Philippines 7 years ago around 2018, 2019. They said the 2018, 2019 available fare history and the traveler reports gives a good picture of it. Fare history data shows specific U.S. to Manila flights around that period with round trip fares $667 to $715. They said that the anecdotal traveler report with similar years indicate flights to Asia, including the Philippines, could easily be around $1,500. So they said a reasonable ballpark for a round trip ticket from the US to the Philippines around 2018, 2019 was roughly $600 to $1,500 US dollars. Modern comparison for contacts. Today, 2025, 2026 as current pricing by Kayak. Typical round fare, typical trip fares, US Philippines are often in the $550 to the $900 range if booked in advance with some deals higher or lower. That's according to Kayak. While 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 exact average figures from 7 years ago aren't standardized like a CPI chart, this gives you a reasonable estimate of historical cost ranges for airfare to the Philippines. And it took him and his old raggedy mother 7 years to come up with $1,500 at the most. You was right, Giselle. They are gagging and playing in people's faces. They are playing in people's faces. If she had $4,000, she could have bought a ticket for them every year. Okay. This is the story. The mother said up there, I'ma get the truth out of Sheena. No, we need to get the truth out of you and your son. And the only thing he could think when asked How much they need? $4,000. They want this girl money, in my opinion. It appears that Sheena, in my opinion, is the one getting gagged. He don't even have a job. He got a few cameras in his house, and he got a high-tech house. We knew that that was fake from the giddy up. He ain't got nothing but a camera. You can do that off of ADT for $9.99 a month for a year. You just got the camera on so she can see you. I got a camera on my thermostat. Exactly. I agree. Lucy Blue said, I'm still stuck on the financial burden is supposed to be on Sheena. Exactly. It's just getting out of hand, the lies, in my opinion. The foolery. It's just getting out of hand. Faye, I know you lying. Faye says Reddit Street Forrest has a police record and some questionable posts about women. I know you lying. I know you lying. I'm gonna have to find it. I'm gonna have to find it and be back tomorrow. Cause I know you lying. What? Oh my god. They're saying that they're alleged. Forest police report from 2023. I just found this by quickly Googling his name and 2023, unsure if it was already posted here. What? Oh my God. Allegedly. Well, be looking for a video tomorrow. I got time. I ain't going back to work this week. So I got time. But y'all, thank y'all so much for being here. Y'all let me know what y'all think downtown in the comment section, because I'm gonna tell y'all right now. I know. I like this is a shame. They always have people with, in my opinion, TLC loves to get people with questionable backgrounds. Have y'all paid attention to that? It seems like everybody got a questionable background. Every year, every season. All right, y'all. I'll look this up and then we'll talk about it tomorrow. Make sure your notification bells are on. And again, y'all, if you don't have to go out, don't go out. Stay home. Enjoy the time with your family, your friends. Pick up a good book. Do some planning for the year. Do all of that stuff. Make sure you check me out at Auntie's Advice Lifestyle Podcast, because tomorrow I will be doing my video on what is the update on the Vicky White. Do y'all remember we covered the Vicky White saga a couple of years ago? This is the story about the woman who was working in the police station, okay, and ended up falling in love with this inmate and took him out and all of that. Make sure y'all hit me up on that channel. Make sure you subscribed over there, because I will be covering that tomorrow. I love y'all, and until we meet again, y'all be safe out there in those streets and in the water. Love y'all. Bye.